He gets a, no, let it go. Oh, Saunders back into the pack. Takes Monster. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God, are you?
Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bomb. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Orton's gonna win it here in Iowa.
Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run to 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
Inside the O2. He scored it! Oh, Burrows is around. Oh, the record right in front of him. That's Mogren.
Jones is a great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo finish. 3 wide off the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! iSCAR's in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard as the wall! Huge track on the start finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Mayan wins.
Dallas Mayan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. Atlanta 100 for the iSCAR JPG Graphics Truck Series, getting set for round number 9 out of 20. Coming up to the halfway point soon, but here we are nearly halfway through the season, and we're getting set to go green for 100 miles, 65 laps in total. We're going to be logged in the book here for tonight. Should be a fun one from start to finish. The order is going to be shown on your screen on the left-hand side of the screen. Currently 20 drivers displaying on the racetrack as of right now, but after that scramble over, it's drivers taking laps in and around the racetrack. You see them right in front of your screen, a big old pack of cars. It's like everybody just tucked up to the bottom line. I'm not expecting any multi-groove racing because of the current surface model, but we'll have to see on how the later races end up. Gosh, people just getting in the way and stuff. Just about a minute remaining in this practice session. Dominic Howell actually going to launch himself. We'll have an extra car for this 65 lapper here for tonight. Currently on top of the board, Jake Sylvia in that 116. There he is in front of your screen. Sylvia, not prone to running up front, but he is a enough driver to put himself into a position for that top 5. He's currently running in first. Dylan Basin in number 68, one of the 8, I think that's an Evo SimSport machine, but number 68 P2. Kilo Hankins in that number 72 P3. Casey Drake in that number 87 P4. P5 going to be Eric Keeter in that number 11. Or the points standing is going to be shown on your screen. Right, Kent still on top He's currently running 9th in practice as of right now, but Ryan has a marginal lead over Keaton Jones in that number 77. He runs in 2nd place. Keaton actually currently 14th in practice. Dominic Howe, he just put himself into the entry list late. Derek Heater also up there as well. Nick Miller in 5th. We'll slide ourselves to the side as we're going to go ahead and play the national anthem. Be right back right after this. Stay tuned, more to come right after this. Alright, so, currently, for this Atlanta 100, we don't have any in-race admins, so this is going to be pretty hectic on how it will be. Yeah, I got nothing else to say otherwise than we're currently under qualifying conditions. So the lap time is going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen as still people getting on the racetrack and logging their fastest. My pick for tonight's race probably going to be the 11 of Heater. That man showed speed in the Cup Series. He pulled himself away from Derek M. Smith after I got involved in that late race incident. Not to say if, what you call it? Oh, no, never mind. It was Heater currently in P2. Still seeing some people flip around the racetrack. Clouded conditions, cool down the track just a slight, but not expecting any drastic measure. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. I just worked out. Virgie, currently P17 on the board is right now, unfortunately. 24, Noah Allison, P5. Casey Drake whipping himself around the racetrack. Right up against Saferberry. Look how close the qualifying times are. Just all under a 10th. These drivers, I'm pretty sure it's just full throttle throughout the whole entire racetrack. And whoever gets the, I guess, times out some good momentum is going to take the checkered flag. Casey, our last qualifier, at number 86, working himself right up off the corner. We'll see where he's going to log himself. As he crosses the start-finish line now, JC pulls himself just to beat 14. Interesting. I need to notify a couple of everybody that we don't have an in-race admin. Alright, sorry, I was just pointing out to all these drivers that what they need to know as we get ourselves set for the green flag. We do have a lot of in-race admins, so I just admin, you know, a handful, and hopefully none of them gonna do anything crazy for this one. But here we go, iSCAR rolling itself out for the Atlanta 100. The order going to be shown in front of your screen. Charlie Byer in that number 7 going to be logging himself to the front of the field. Your Keeter going to be alongside of him. Derek M. Smith and Dylan Basin right at row number 2. Noah Allison, Jake Sylvia, 2 Webster Motorsports Machines, row number 3. Row number 4, Mitch Hobbs and Ryan Kendrick. Kendrick, your points leader, coming in for tonight. Malachi Drake, Dominic Cow, row number 5. Row 6, Keaton Jones and Kilo Hankins. Mike DiMaggio, Casey Drake, round at row number 7. Excuse me. Row number 8, William Schmidt, Garrett Hess. Row 9, Kay McGee, Joe Birdie. I think this is the final row. No, we have 21 people. Gary Grindle and Ryan Kwan. Darius Reza Dadgar goes in the back. As the field gets set up for this green flag, we wish all these drivers a good luck for this Atlanta 100. Prayers to them, and hopefully they will log themselves a good old time here on the bumpiest half mile, 1.5 mile of a racetrack, as we set ourselves our sights right up off of turn number 4. iSCAR gonna go on in, and at number 7, Charlie Byer. First time he's taking a pole, and he's gonna lead the field to the start. Green flag is out. We're up and away here at Atlanta. Oh my goodness. Yep, that's gonna be a wreck. Yep, it is a wreck.
Yellow flag is out.
Unbelievable. Yeah, I saw that one coming from a mile away. Everybody just... I don't know what they're doing. Severely checked up. That was Cade. Like, look at all the door banging. Dominic thought he was clear. I don't know what he was doing. 3 runs in the back of the 77, and Harry just flies through. I couldn't check up in time into the 27 to KPK. Cade gonna have a lot of damage on the both sides of his machine, but we go under the first caution here for tonight. Still yet to eliminate a driver, but unfortunately... Unfortunately, we're under our first caution here for tonight. I'm going to be pulling up the overlay a lot as I'm chatting with drivers, because we don't have an in-race admin here for this one. So I'm gonna be pulling up chat, just, you know, flinging it up, just to get some stuff going. So, yeah, First caution of the night, unfortunately. Half the field hits pit road. So this is gonna look a bit unprofessional because since I'm an in-race admin, I have to go ahead and try my best to do all I can. Cade's front end looks destroyed, so I'm not expecting him to be real competitive for these next for this next restart. And Dominic Howell falls through. Maggie was on pit road for some reason. You're already taking the one to go. Signal. Alright, I'm gonna have the overlay pulled up because
Green flag.
green flag, and heater is gone. DiMaggio's out. Heater's gone as he worked down the back straightaway for the first time tonight. We actually survived. Surprising. Whatever. Hobbs. Down there with the 38. Not the 38, 65. Excuse me. 38 is Mitch Hobbs. The 65 is Ryan Kendrick. They're both side by side as they head to the front straightaway. Fanning out. And he's just clear inside, slides himself in line. Side by side racing right behind him. Kilo Hankins. Yeah, as I expected, a one groove racetrack here. I know it's uncharacteristic of Atlanta, but that's just a surface model just kicking in. Unfortunately, it's going to go to the rear. He's not going anywhere as of right now with it. So, looks like nobody got a black flag with that restart. I'm here again also. Corners. Now the back straightaway. Scrambling toward the middle of the field. It's a 0-0. Garrett Hess pulls himself to the low side at number 38. Mitch Hobbs. Yeah, with these two running side by side, they're not going to go anywhere, honestly. That outside line, even though you could pinch, but you're not going to go anywhere unless the driver in front gets some side of draft. Draft in the chops is very minimal since it's not modeled correctly, but we'll see if Hess can pull up to the backside of that number 65 of Ryan Kendrick. In the meanwhile, up front, just Heater, who's gone, as you see more scrambling to the rear. This is probably going to into a wreck as the 26 is looking low at the 72. They nearly make contact. The 72 below Hankins. 26 of. I do not know who that is. It's actually the 28 of Ryan Vaughn. On the 26 is JPGS. He wants to go to the high side, make something happen. It's Malachi Drake who goes to the low side. They're still fanning around. Have a spin. Yep, there they go. 20 of Quan gets spun into the inside wall. Said drags a 79. William Schmidt with him. No caution gets called, but yeah, that was I called it. That was bound to be a wreck. It looks like Schmidt. Up the track he went, got into the 28 of Ryan Quan. Watch for your overhead. Right there, you see Schmidt flip the apron, get into the 28 of Quan. Quan saves himself out in the racetrack, just to keep up. Schmidt goes on a pit road. No yellow gets called though. So that fans out the field now. Lap number 12. I'm expecting this thing since it's where we are right now. This is looking to go green all the way. Unless somebody screws up. Keeter, that lead has slowly been dwindling. I don't know if he's saving tires in that number 11 machine, but this, I guess, top 7 of the line. Works right up off the corner. Oh, one car tagged the wall. I think there was no Allison in that 24. His teammate right behind him, that 116, and Jake Sylvia, as no one misses the corner. He's going to come up on him. Here comes Schmidt. I mean, not Schmidt, but Smith. Derek M. Smith works himself down low. Series Kentucky winner. Works himself to the low side of the racetrack. The 68 at Basin is going to have to file in back in the line. No, we're going to take it 3 wide on the front stretch. I thought he was going to slide in behind the 66, but Kate McKee posing a bit of a lap car threat. I'm saying he's an actual threat, but fighting against lap car, speed lap drivers for position. Side by side right behind now. And it's Allison, the 68 of Basin. Basin peaks to the low side. It's Derek M. Smith who's the one who's going forward, that Miller Motorsports machine. He started all the way back and I don't even know where, but he's worked himself into second place. Not Basin, but that's Beyer who lets him by in that number 66, and it's Heater, who's now starting to slowly pull away. But all these drivers right behind are looking hungry for position. Allison shoves himself into the corner, gets super tight. That's just going to open up the door for Basin. No, a horrible move into 3. Just shove himself down low to 7. He would have cleared out the 7 if he got a nose in there. But I really don't know what he's doing. He lost more than what he gained, what he wanted to gain. Lost 3 positions when he was just gunning for 1. A bit critique where these drivers are running since it's just a single groove racetrack. The lower you go, you got to keep your nose in and try to make something happen right now. This top 2, they finished 1 and 2 at Kentucky, but now it's Derek, the one who wants to best out Eric Keeter now. They go side by side right behind, and this is 68. Not the 65, 68 of Basin. He's going to go side by side with the 7 of Bayer. Both of them not going anywhere with it, but honestly, I think this is just a full throttle racetrack. It just so matters on how you exit out. You see right there, oh my goodness. The 116 and Jake Sylvia, clipping the grass is a 68. You're zooming up as much racetrack as you can. You're at Atlanta Motor Speedway, but keep off the grass. I don't know what 68 is doing on the grass. Meanwhile, right behind, good old shot. 7 as down low. Still clear out. And now it's Smith putting the pressure. Dominic Howell works himself back into the racetrack. Here comes Smith. If these two go side by side, it's going to open up the door for the 68. Even though he's a second back, there's a lot of momentum going side by side, but they're also battling for position right behind. Jake Sylvia and Bayer go side by side. Sylvia hits the apron, the grass. Lots of drivers are tempted to clip that grass. I don't know why, but I guess the grass is just a magnet to them, and it upsets your truck. That's why they're still side by side off of 2. Bayer. Oh, got wrecked behind. Who's that? 38, Mitch Hobbs. We keep it green because he didn't go sideways. Still trying to get the car riled up. But we'll see what happens. There's the car right in front. Don't know who that is. Mitch, even though he just about stopped it, it was a black car. I think that was 00 of Hess. Noah Allison. There's Hess, because he's on pit road. Speaking of pit road, pit road's actually super busy right now. All these drivers sliding on in for their first round of green flags pit stops, and one car just really just blew it on entry. That might have been Sylvia. No, it's not. That's the 65, Ryan Kendrick. Yeah, Noah Allison, he too. He's got to get a black flag for unsafe entrance, though, but his worker cells down on the pit road for the first time tonight. I'm going to do some ratchet adjustments as I'll angle the camera correctly. Down on the pit road. Oh my goodness. Apologies about that. It's looking horrible, but you see right in front of your screen, all these drivers letting themselves in. Well, you can't see it right now. There you go. Now you can see it. The order is going to be shuffled in on the left-hand side of the screen as these drivers take their first laps. I mean, the first time on the road. Here we go. Battle for the lead. Right up off, and Derek wins out Heater. And that might have been for the race lead right there. As it worked right into turns 1 and 2. We'll see where the 68 at Basin is going to come out. He might come up in front of the 66 and number 11. Oh, these two are close, but Basin is there. Heater works himself to the inside in 3. But Basin's coming. He's there. Where is he going to take that 68? And that number 68 has fresh tires, and he has a lap logged as, oh, the 66 threw a nice block into 1. And it's 3 cars under a blanket. It's going to be Heater, Smith, and Basin, all running for this top spot. It's Malachi Drake, who's now on the pit road. 68 pulls himself to the inside. He really fell off that front run, but even though he fell out, I think we went about 25 laps. No, that's less than that, as Basin nearly clears out himself in front of that 66. trying to get all he could get. Grab all he could get. After short pitting a couple laps prior, hence why he's here. Basin short pitted and put himself in a nice position. Now, what these drivers have to do is they got to keep themselves in position for this next run, but we'll see how Basin falls into the next green flag cycle, which is going to happen in about now 20 or so laps. Heater, the 11. That means Basin's going to have to pit a couple laps prior than the 11 and the 66. I don't think it was a great option for that 68 to pit early, even though now he has track position right now. It's not going to help him in the long run because he's going to most likely be screwed unless the 11 and 66 want to short pit the next one as Heater. Oh my gosh. Just about cleared himself out in the one, but he's not going to have good position coming to this next green flag stop. Through, except, I mean, ever since the drop of the restart. First caution, actually. Only had one caution just for 2 laps. That's interesting. Why? It was just a 2-lap caution. And now the 68 is going to fall off on old tires. The 66 of Derek M. Smith is just going to make himself to the low side. And now, yeah, all the 68 is just going to do is just fly to the back. That strategy of, you know, staying out as he shoves himself to the low side, really forcing the issue there with Derek M. Smith, but Smith, a real challenge off the corner. And Basin, even though he's pushing the issue, the more he pushes those tires, it's just not going to work for him. Now, he's going to start losing time from this point forward. Now it's Heater and Smith are the ones to worry about since Basin's out of the top spot. Heater's blinking out. Byers in 4th place. There's 5th place is Sylvia. 6th place of Hess, having a nice run. Now 7th as the 90. Malachi Drake makes himself to the high side of the racetrack and trying to make the outside line. Can't really go anywhere. As you see, that number 28, that's Kwan, spun it off as he was coming right off a pit road. Clipped the apron just a slide around the 28 went. Luckily, that does not bring out a caution though. So 20 keeps himself forward. Meanwhile, up front, here we go. The battle for the lead, heating up. And it's Smith going to be the one to pass Heater in that number 11. Position battling right here as the 87 of Casey Drake, 95. Darius Dadgar. Actually, they're not even close to each other. I thought Mitch Hobbs and number 3 and Michael DeMaggio were on the lead lap, but no, they're not. Oh, what the heck? Cade McKee. How that does not bring out a caution, I'm bewildered, but That does not throw a caution out. What the heck? I'm curious why that did not throw a caution out. Looks like he purposely wrecked it. We'll see how he states his case on Discord, but we keep ourselves green. That is fantastic. Oh, this lap car's gonna get in the way. The 83 of Joe Burgee. Ah! 66 and Smith is Derek. Just about died. Head ourselves to the start-finish line, completing lap number 40. And as I said, the 68 Basin short pitting does not play out to his favor, but his top two is going to be all over each other. It's just a matter of how it'll work out and when they'll pit, because the pit window is open this time by. Looks like my calculations were just a slight bit wrong. I predicted around 25 to 30 on fuel, but that is wrong. The pit window is actually 20 to 25. So Cade, unfortunately, with that big wreck on the front straightaway that did not throw a caution, he's done for, obviously, with the blown motor. Ah, Derek, I don't know if he looked loose right up off, but... Oh, saw one person in the grass? Yes, it was. It's Mike in the bag. No, it's not. Oh, jeez, these people. These people are scaring me, but in the meantime, green flag pit stops are open. And here we go. We got a couple of people who are going to slide themselves onto pit road this time by. Now, the question is, when will Heater and Derek hit pit road? We're coming up onto... Oh my gosh, is this going to be a fuel run? No way! Wait a moment! Because they're pitting on 20. It's going to be close for all these drivers. You have to stay out as many laps as you can to make it all the way from this point forward. So we're coming up on 21 laps to go. Heater is out. He's probably coming in this time by, so he's currently working on his 20th lap. On track, and we're coming to 21 to go. So we'll see if Heater hits pit road, or he might elect just to stay out on the racetrack and make something. Go work his way. He does stay out on the racetrack, so that means you can make it all the way from this point forward, but it's going to be real tight. And that means Basin's strategy of short pitting is not going to work. It just bit him in the butt even more, because he's going to have to pit at least one more time. Here comes Heater. Heater gonna hit pit road. Alright, ah! It clips the cone as it wobbles to stabilize itself, but some drivers now 22 laps on the racetrack, so from this point forward, you'll definitely gonna make it. But Heater hit pit road earlier than Derek, so that means these two are gonna be off cycle just by a lap, and that means Heater has advantage coming to the next green flag run. I mean, to their next stint on the racetrack. And now Smith works himself on a pit road. Did Smith? I think Smith. That's a bad move on his part. I think Heater is gonna probably pick up his second Truck Series win just because of that strategy. But I'm not sure if a caution comes out. It obviously changes the game on how this will turn out to be. But with new, fresher tires, it just only plays to. It just only does you good with track position. And time will make up. Basin, there's Derek heading himself on the racetrack. Basin's gonna pass him though, but Basin is probably not gonna make it on fuel. But we'll see if Basin surprises me. Well, Basin has to save, but he only has to save. We'll see. He's on his 5th lap on the racetrack. He'll only have to save at least 3 laps. But Heater's there. He is all over that number 11. Basin's not gonna even make it, so I don't know why he's throwing blocks and stuff. He should be saving, but whatever to retain that lead, and Basin works. Oh god, he got real loose. Yep. To the lead goes that number 11 of Heater. Now, Basin has to save fuel from this point forward, and because Heater's short pitted, that's look at the gap between him and that number 66 of Derek M. Smith. That's a good gap to probably win this race, unless Derek can pull something unimaginable out this stint. That I'm pretty sure that winning strategy of pitting earlier than Derek is gonna win him the race. But of course, as I said, if a caution does come out, the games are going to be changed. The people who are not going to make it on fuel is going to be Garrett Hess and Dylan Basin. That's unfortunate for them. So Basin, again, still has to pit, as well as Hess, the 00. Still has to pit at least one more time. Fire. There's Keaton Jones, quiet day, that number 77. Honestly, I'm really surprised that 77 hasn't had a quiet day, but he'll probably take the points lead over that number 65 of Ryan Kendrick, who's also been quiet as well. He's actually a lap down. That number 65 is Ryan Kendrick. Not a great day, but I mean enough to finish out the race. He's currently 1 lap down in that number 65, so we'll have to see on where he comes out in points, because there's only a 9-point difference between Keaton and Kendrick. Kendrick running in 12th, Keaton in 9th, so I'm pretty sure Kendrick is probably going to retain the points lead, but just by a small margin. So I guess this is just a bad day for him, unfortunately. Here comes the 66 of Derek M. Smith at the low side of Dylan Basin. Again, Dylan can't make it on fuel in this one forward. So, yeah, it's just unfortunate. Joe Burgee at 83 toes himself out of the way. His day is done for that number 83. Brian Kwan in and out on pit road, getting his service, currently running 17th after a big wreck on the backstretch. That does not bring it a caution though. There's the gap between first and second. Derek's going to have to make up a full second on Eric Heater. Whoa, the 28 of Quan nearly got clobbered by the running 11 as Quan was getting back on the racetrack. It's gonna hiccup not Burgee, but 66 and Derek Smith versus Slight. Holy crap, man. That gap is actually closing. It's closing faster than I thought. Does that mean Derek, the master of saving tires, is going to pay off here at the end? He has at least 8 laps. Like 8 lap difference between him and Heater. But this lap traffic is playing a huge effect on Heater. Because Heater's just getting, oh my gosh, he has more lap traffic there. Actually worked himself around. 79 is ahead of him. I don't know who that is ahead. Heater gonna go down low. He cut the lap traffic of William Schmidt, right? Derek's gonna catch that number 79 right up off exit, and that's gonna slow him down right there. So he's just catching lap traffic at a horrible time. But it's down to 0.8. Now 0.6, actually. He's coming. He's slowly inching forward. It's going to be close at the line, but unfortunately, in my opinion, that's not going to be enough. He's coming up on a double 0-2. The 0-2 of Harry Grindle. Next one to be lapped. Grindle, P2, quiet day, and that number 2. P11 as of right now, as Heater's catching up on him. Has a lot of damage. Works himself. Oh, gonna stay in line, so Heater might have a bit of a hiccup. But Smith, only do so much. So here we go, coming 5 laps to go. Smith looks like just ran out of time. Heater gonna be hiccuped by the lap car. 0-2. There's Basin. As I mentioned, Basin can't make it on fuel. There's Bayer right there. So Basin now on fuel conservation mode. 00 Hess has to be on fuel conservation mode as well. And Basin, unfortunate to him, I don't think he's going to finish where he is right now if this thing goes green all the way. Side by side line. The gap has stalled ever since Derek has reached that 0.7 mark, 0.6 mark. 3 laps to go for Eric Heater on his way to his 2nd win in the Truck Series. That 1 win at Michigan was all he had last season. But here he is, dominating. Right up ahead of that number 66, Derek M. Smith. But Smith can pull up as big of a charge as he can, but he's led 1 lap all day. That number 66 Heater has led 55. Drake has led 6. 2 laps to go for that number 11. The gap now 0.5 between both. Got more lap traffic playing in effect. 24, I think that is. Noah Allison coming up 00. Garrett Hess, I was just mentioning him. He can't make it on fuel. White flag this time by. 1 more lap to go here at Atlanta. And a 1 caution race gonna catch us off of left field. The gap now closes down to 0.4. 0.2. Derek, I said, it's going to be close at the wire. But it's just too little too late. That 1 offset of pit cycle is going to cost Derek in the end, and Heater works himself right up off of turn number 4. He wins it here at Atlanta. Congratulations. What a big win here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and Eric Heater comes up top. Derek M. Smith in second, and Basin survives by saving fuel, but Byer beat him for third place. Keaton Jones comes in fifth place. Malachi Drake comes home in sixth. We'll be focusing back on your winner. A good old GG gonna end ourselves up with a super long green flag run, and Eric Heater is gonna burn it down here on the front straightaway. Congratulations, and Derek yet again falls short, reminiscent of what happened at Kentucky. And Heater whipping it around, doing the burnouts here on the front straightaway. Full results going to be shown right in front of your screen. Eric Heater rounds himself up top after leading a massive amount of laps. Derek comes home in second, Charlie Byron third, Dylan Basin in fourth, Keaton Jones in fifth, Malachi Drake in sixth, Jake Sylvia in seventh, Darius Residadgard in eighth, Casey Drake in ninth, and Garrett Hess does also survive on fuel in 10th. Harry Grindle, Ryan Kendrick, Noah Allison, Mitch Hobbs, Loa Hankins, Michael DiMaggio, Mariah Kwan, Dominic Howell, William Schmidt, Joe Burgee, Cade McKee round out the rest of the order. We'll be right back right after this. Atlanta 100 for the iSCAR JPG Graphics Truck Series. Getting ourselves set for interviews here just momentarily. And we're back here live for the Atlanta 100, getting set for interviews here just momentarily. Going to go ahead and drag in our top three into the booth. And your first person coming on in is that number 11 of Eric Heater, and he's going to be his second win of the season. Heater, wow, what a dominating performance here tonight at Atlanta. Well, you had Derek M. Smith up on your toes. How'd you hold him off there at the end?
Honestly, I'm not sure. All I was doing there was just keeping a good line, and I'm not sure what made me able to stay ahead of everyone. Really, probably just the qualifying effort and getting the lead initially. But right there, that's probably what I have to talk about most, because that's pretty much what won me the race, along with the pit stops. But just he went on green, I got it timed right, and just on the shifting, I got it better, and I was able to hold him, and the caution came out, and that pretty much won me the race there, to be honest. But not much passing. If I do say so, it was a bit of a snoozer, but for me it was fun at least, but I'm a little biased since I'm sitting up top.
Right, man. We mentioned it. You mentioned about the racing. Of course, this new tire model and the new surface model. I mean, not really a new surface model, but with the new tire model, it definitely watered down to just one line around the racetrack. Was it just full throttle the whole way through?
Yeah, it was full throttle until about a lap 18, 19, that portion of the run. And even then, if you held a good line, you could probably get it full throttle even, but it was a little bit tight, so I just cracked it maybe quarter of a throttle through the middle of the corner, and it was nothing much more than that.
All right, man. 10-4. Eric Heater gonna round himself out top here at Atlanta. Congratulations, man. Any sponsors you want to thank here for tonight?
Yep. Again, on the real life side of things, I mentioned the other day, Cartesio's Precision Collision. Got my car in the shop, done painted, and just waiting for it tomorrow. We're gonna pick it up, finish some work on it, and we're gonna be heading down to Charlotte, so that's gonna be a blast.
All right, man. 10-4. Good luck out there, and congratulations on your W here for tonight.
Thank you.
That was Eric Heater in that number 11 machine. We're gonna slide ourselves down into second place at that number 66 of Derek M. Smith. Into the booth he goes, and unfortunately, Derek, you finished second yet again to Heater. Well, what do you have to take off of that one?
Oh, nothing really. I just know if I had a couple more laps, I could have probably got him. I'll give it to Heater. He was really fast today, and yeah, he was untouchable.
Right, man. And I said, yeah, you ran out of time there toward the end, but yeah, you decided to pit a bit later than where Heater pitted. Did you expect the long run just played to your favor, or what?
Well, I mean, since I heard him saying he was going to pit in, I decided to try and do something different other than what he was doing. So, and the 1 lap longer stint helped me there.
Right, and you nearly pulled yourself forward in front of the 11 as Heater started to catch lap traffic, but unfortunate to you, you ran out of time, as I said, and you're going to come home second yet again to Eric Heater, reminiscent of Kentucky. What do you have to say off the truck? You were behind Heater the whole time, so did the draft play a big effect on how you ran?
Oh yes, it was definitely a big changer, and whenever like lap traffic got in the way, that also helped me as well to break his racing line.
Alright, man. 10 for Derek M. Smith. Started in third, gonna finish out second, man. Before we let you go, any sponsor you want to thank you for tonight?
Just Miller Motorsports, I guess. Nothing else.
Alright, man. 10-4. Derek M. Smith going to round himself out in second. Yeah, can't wait to talk to you coming next week. I mean, next race.
Alright, see ya.
See you. We go all the way back into 7th place. Charlie Byer, who was up in first. Started himself in first. The 408 racing machine was looking good, but you fell all the way back to third. What'd you have to take off of tonight's race, man?
Yeah, I'm really satisfied with third place. I felt like we've been screwed over since our Daytona win. I kind of used up my luck over there, but yeah, I'm really happy. You know, despite getting third, and I felt like I was able to save my tires at the end of that long green flag run, and I was able to pass Dylan in the final corner. So that's really cool. I'm all around really satisfied with tonight.
All right, 10-4, man. We got 2 green flag pit stops here for the final stint, and the only real stint of tonight's race. What was your strategy? Just run it all the way out, or were you planning to come in a bit earlier than supposed to?
Oh yeah, stretch it out. That's really what everyone else was doing. I saw Dylan short pitting, and I guess that really helped with me catching back up to him. But we're all just trying to stretch it out, trying to solidify, making it on fuel, and it worked out.
All right, man. 10-4. Charlie Byer going to round himself out in third place after starting up on the pole. Any sponsor you want to thank here for tonight?
Yeah, I'd like to thank 408 Racing for picking me up recently. I'm really happy to get third place for them. And yeah, that's all I gotta think.
All right, man. 10-4. Charlie Byer going to round himself out third. Can't wait to talk to you coming next race, man.
All right, have a good one.
You too. And that was Charlie Byer in that number 7 machine, and that will do it here from Atlanta. Thank you all for watching for the Atlanta 100 iSCAR GPT Graphics Truck Series. Going to be live back coming to next week, where I don't even know where we go. Probably Kansas or something like that. But otherwise than that, I'm pretty sure Ryan Kendrick's going to keep his points lead after tonight, but we'll have to see on how he'll shuffle, because Keaton is coming. From the top of the booth, my name's Ezeckiel Reyes. Until next time, this is KMN, signing out.